I'm Pau Alsina. I teach and do research as a professor here at the Open University of Catalonia, which is an online university that started in 1994, 1995, when internet was not what it's right now. And the fact that we used from the beginning, we were internet-based university. We structure all the whole university in a different manner, more as a network, and also involving the use of the ICT right from the beginning, right from the start. So, and this has also made a particular intersection with the different disciplines that we teach. In my case, I come from philosophy, and that's my starting discipline. So that means that I've been working in philosophy of the computation, and also philosophy of arts related with computers and with science and technology, and also with a particular set of methodologies and as procedures typical from the e-learning approach that we are using at Open University. No? Artificial intelligence is a long established question, long way before it was coined the term itself, but also long time ago, before the media started to get attention towards this artificial intelligence idea. In the history of philosophy, that's full of reference to this idea of creating a knowledge of the knowledge itself, what it means to get to know, what it's to get to know, and what it could be, what if it could be possible to create a machine that could think by itself. Ramon Llull as the one that started to think that maybe it could be possible to create a machine that could help us to think, no? And was the first, the alphabetum of Ramon Llull was this piece of different pieces of concentric circles with this alphabetum that was already there. The alphabetum was the simple units of the Ramon Llull that could help us to think through these elemental, these most singular units, a set of units that could, through this combination, you could learn and know about reality. No? So lots of things were there, not trying to reduce the complexity of the thought to a simple set of elements, no, and also some kind of mechanics that could lead to this to a machine that could help us to think. No? He was one of the first to, if not the first, to let us envision this idea of the calculus machine. No? My interest is it gets more connected when this connects with this idea of the arts, the creativity. No? When artificial intelligence connects with creativity. Back in the 70s, lots of artists were thinking aloud about the possibilities of artificial intelligence, even when the artificial intelligence was just beginning. No, at that moment, and it was really hard even to program something really basic. No, some case. But back in the 70s, a lot of artists and also theorists from the aesthetics, no, for example, computational aesthetics from the 70s, started to think about the possibilities. The idea of a machine that creates, no, the creation of the creation. No? Who makes decisions? Are we willing to delegate which types of decisions to the artificial intelligence units, and in which sense those decisions need to be addressed by human consultancy or human thing, no? And Are we aware about the decisions that we do delegate to artificial intelligence machines? Are we aware about the ideology that is hidden behind those decisions that are taken by those algorithms for us? Are we controlling in some way public institutions, for example? Are we controlling that, or are we citizens controlling that, or are we able to participate in those aspects of the vision? I mean, it's not just a technical part of it. It's a matter of the ontology of the artificial intelligence, no? The setup of who matters and who doesn't matter, and who relies on to which, and which mechanisms this is thing, no? So this is what is behind that, and I do think that this is a highly concrete but also abstract, because it's like, okay, you can talk about data, but you can also talk about data sets. So which data needs to be collected, and for what? Which questions do we want to address in those data? No, let's say, for example. So what is behind that? It's abstract, but also completely concrete, because it gives you a clear insight of where the things are heading towards. No, so do we want to rely those artificial intelligence machines just mainly on, let's say, private companies that we don't know the setup, what is behind that? Do the public institutions need to be aware of that's connected? Do the citizens need to be aware of what is going on behind that? So there are plenty of questions that are behind that, no? And also, each time artificial intelligence project it's being applied, no, in the context, for example, cars, or in the context of stock markets, or in the context of, for example, buying art, which is something that is also been applied. We need to be aware about what is behind that. What is behind that? How does it work? What is behind that? Which are the background, the ideas that are behind that algorithm that structures and makes decisions for us, no?